Now, let me just show you something within the Ningo Prampam constituency. I've seen a lot of people talking about certain things to be about Ningo Prampam of late. Now, I just wanted to give you a point, another part of the whole story here. People are not wanting to talk about because it is actually very kicking papa. It's actually a big disgrace to Sam George, the Honorable Sam George. Now, Sam George, Adibia Akodu within Ningo Prampam, I am telling you there, it's actually going to be a big blow. And people are even hinting that I'm sure you are seats no bolus. What from Yafa, Botomono Aframekoska. Yet say as some an independent candidate okay in the face of Sam George and Akasa, in the face of everybody, Sam George was even shot.
Now, if you can be able to do that with LGBTQ, which does not have direct impact on the constituency, can't you do the same for our roads? Can't you do the same for our roads? Can't you do the same for our school? My dear, you'll be not surprised that if you go to the vocational school in Pram, the ceiling, they have used grey baft as the ceiling. Member of Parliament, you are here. This man speaks out loud on issues that has no bearing on the people of Ningo Pram. If the people concerns you much, at least you could hold one forum, and then address such concern. You are here calling the DC to call for general meeting. I am much aware we do not have a PM now. If we have a PM in the district assembly, you have a reason to say that the DC have not called for a general meeting. But as we are here, there is nothing like that. How did you share the lights you said you shared, including the DC is present? Is it not a general meeting? I will wait for you. I will wait for you. I will wait for you to make the noise. When you finish, I'll continue.
All right.
How did you share the street light in the presence of the DC and the assembly members? Could that one not be termed as a general meeting where if you have any concern, you can throw it in? Our member of parliament for years have thrown dust in the eyes of our people. And have thrown dust in the eyes of our people. We are here. Me, I am an independent candidate. I cannot sit down for that to continue. Go to Ochebleku. If he has sat on set to talk about it before, there is no water since God created heaven and earth. But our MP is busy with other issues. As you are sitting here, if you did not organize this program, we will not see him. We will not see him. Trust me. You will always see him during primaries. He will be everywhere. Apart from that, this constituency doesn't set eyes on him. If I'm lying, ask the people around. Today, bring the ballot box. Let us vote and see what he will get. Thank you.
Hey, hello, easy. Now, what may I share at Divisa? What could do within social media with regards to this? Or explanation of NDC folk or promise or Mebuna or Boko school level 100 there woba or on free academic fees. But as some infinity are different, unity are different. But this particular side of the video will be around functionally. Or more than a video, maybe a challenge your comment section.
Of Sikasem na ade nti omuntimi enko dina John Mahama
bosia na free
bosia
enye free
dabi I want to be clear on this issue. I'll be very clear
because there's confusion all over. It's as if it's free. As a level 100 no bia be ko school a ontuaka and pay any deputy crowd in common no kaso I say
there will be a payback in some years to come.
And so alone free
dabi enye free but in at that moment no at that particular moment free the amount
there be idea obetu aka
free na me can say they are just na me share me one call and ma on questions are dey ba on dey minimum dada on dey man no kwai
oh ade man bisa wa na bem dey what did na bem dey
so they always make us na me share
so quick one first of all
free SHS, say na yenim. Most start say progressive free SHS.
Exactly.
And Amoka say the free SHS itself is sustainable. Near course no ankoye fine. And as I say, most mobile implementing free SHS. Now more review.
Yeah, review.
Now more making sure say it's sustainable. Not to be a ye. One source of funding munya enkai. Number two, going into sa 100 level 100 day most mobile. How sustainable is it going to be?
Okay,
that is number one. And then number two, yes, number two, omo private universities, omo benya admission to the private universities. How are you going to also give them money to enter into the first year? Then finally,
okay, this particular issue, and sister Yadi can not obisa me question be say it is not absolutely free in a way. Say you do a payback in years time. We are using the student loan scheme, and when you using schools are, I don't know whether I have no idea about this. Either the private university benefits from the student loan scheme. That one I have no idea about it. The student loan transfer. Private schools don't benefit. If they benefit, fine. Let's say they will also benefit from this particular policy. But if they don't benefit, maybe they may not benefit from it. Maybe say ebia yekoye nima ebia yebetena table wire discussions.
Central University, Pentecost University.
Exactly.
The keke can no crown bedi na no me private universities.
Yeah, only private universities. If currently almost school quality student loan, then this particular policy is also on their table. But say because we are using the student loan scheme and the trust level 100 canon. In a way, say
I want to repeat this statement. The ticket of Bawumia napo otu abama wama wo ya boa wonnim nyansa wadwen da fam ye tietia so apeche no apro asai enye se wonye nipa o woye nipa me do me bu me ni so me kondo na emmom no woye sa se obi ndo oman a onye nipa oyekwasea.
Can you imagine that? Can you imagine that? Auto Obama, NDC, MPP, I mean, how can you say that? Chief, where did you learn this journalism from? Where did you learn this from? Young people are coming up, they want to be journalists. You are lucky to be a journalist. I'm lucky to be a news reporter. How do you dissipate the whole career like this? How do you, if that's what Tommy and Anfosi and Godwin Avenobo did, would we have had the respect for the job? How can you talk like that? A big man like you, how can you talk like that on television? And the people who run your television station today were watching. How can you do that? If your child is watching that thing on TV, would you be happy with it? Why do you do things like that? Let us demonstrate that journalism is an intellectual exercise. It's not a competition of insults. It's not an insulting match. Other people can do that. Journalism is not about that because you have a responsibility to educate people, to entertain them, and to inform them. That is a constitutional obligation on anybody who tries to use mass media to engage with people. Once you want to use mass media to engage with people, there's a constitutional obligation to educate, to entertain, and to inform. The Constitution didn't add insults. What is wrong with you? Why are you dissipating the job? Why are you spoiling the job? Why are you bringing the job opprobrium? Why are you bringing the job disgrace? Why? Don't you know that young people want to come and do the job? Your children who watch you, don't they want to become journalists? Is that what they should come and talk like that on TV? Really? I mean, I don't understand it. People who are members of the GJA can be partisan, but once you become leadership of GJA, they've never been partisan from the time of Gitiape Nyidazi. So if you look at the wording of their language, they are trying very hard not to look like they are doing MPP's bidding. But you have forced them into the game. They are neutrals. The leadership of the GJA is neutral. Leave them to be. Don't do things that will force them out to come and say that you can't talk like that, and it will look like because he's talking about NDC, MPP, that's why they are doing that. No, they are doing that because they need to sanitize the job and give it that clean bill of health that every country needs for the country to progress. Why do you think they call us the fourth estate of the realm? You think if this is what they were doing in Versailles, where the name fourth estate came from, they will call us fourth estate? You think if this is what the British newspapers were doing, they will call them fortress? You think that's how Nkrumah's Evening News and Dankwa Statesman, when they started in Ghana, if this is what they were doing competition of insults, why do you both come into the journalism and come and destroy it like that? We'll be reminding him of this tape because he has not come to apologize. Let's look at the GJA. What did GJA say? GJA calls for Media General to sanction Captain Smart over comments against MPP. The Ghana Journalists Association has expressed its disappointment over Captain Smart's unprofessional conduct. This comes after Captain Smart made inflammatory remarks during his Onua TV show, stating that only insane people would vote for the New Patriotic Party in the upcoming elections on 7 December. Insane people are not even qualified to vote. Because part of the reason to, he didn't say insane, Paul, so he didn't say that. He said that they are animals. That's why he didn't say they are insane. He didn't say that Otu Abama MPP we are insane. He said something else. What he said means that they are animals. That if you vote for MPP, you're an animal. That's okay. That's not going to stop people who want to vote for MPP to vote for MPP. But you don't communicate in mass media like that. And it is becoming unbecoming. And people who work with him, the station he works with, what is wrong? Kojo Yanka, Mr. Kojo Yanka, mentioning your name on television today. You are a very respected journalist, one of the most respected. You wrote a book, I read it in and out, and I talked about it here. Mr. Kojo Yanka, these are not the standards you taught us. Mr. Kojo Yanka, these are not the standards you taught us. This guy can stand on TV and talk like that. And Kojo Yanka is he board chairman of TV3, Kojo Yanka, the information minister. Is it politics that is destroying all our people? Mr. Kojo Yanka, you are a chairman of TV3, and this can happen there. A guy comes on TV and talks like that. I stand here and I carry narrative upon narrative against the National Democratic Congress, against this, against that, against Asiedu Ketia, narrative upon narrative. But go and look at the tapes. Never would you find me talking like this.
Now, Demra, they may be out now. I bring you nothing but the truth. I bring you facts, back to back content. Now, but Mazana share video, share. Nobody students and company. Maybe I share one your comment section. But from Yafa, what my from a kuska. I'm a crowd later in the go.